stuff. So that was good.
This meeting is being recorded.
Uh-oh. We're being recorded.
Oh, really?
Hi,
Me all
Angela.
day the day that it snowed, but I got everything shoveled in our driveway. And boy, it was a lot of shoveling, but I kept saying, I'm quitting for today, but ultimately I couldn't really do that. So had to
Hi,
get it done.
Angela. Hi, Donna. Deb. Oh, boy. Sorry.
That's okay.
Hi, Deb.
How was everybody's holiday? How's yours, Deb?
Couldn't
No.
find the mute button. My holiday was nice. Low key, which is always good.
Angela. How was yours?
Good. Good.
Let's see,
Computer
who's,
screen.
yep, who do we got that's not here?
No Kristen, no Val, no Connie.
Kristen's not coming.
Okay, yep. So let's see, what do we got? We have
We have 5, we have a quorum.
a quorum.
We may not be able to do the minutes, but I think we can get through everything else.
Yeah, let's
Let's
wait
move
another
on.
minute. That'll be 6:30 now. You want to get going?
Yes.
Sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again, please?
Oh, okay. Well, welcome,
I
everybody.
didn't get that. Could you try again?
My other phone's talking to me, sorry. No public people. Have we talked about inviting public people at all?
Peter, they get notices they should be getting notices of the meeting, and they should also have access to Zoom under the amended open meetings law.
Yeah, it's all on the front page of the website.
Okay, all right.
And Angela, I assume that she finally signed the bill extending the open meetings law, but I'll be darned if I ever saw it. She did?
No,
Okay.
I forwarded it to you guys last week
Yeah,
or early
right.
this week.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
all right. No public comment. Any additional agenda items?
I think we should talk about, I had under new business, what's the status of that mandatory board training? That's my question. And then at some point, we really sort of need to talk about board composition and what we're doing about it.
Yeah,
Right, because I don't intend to run again. That was Diane.
Yep. I mean, I really think we should look at what vacancies we're going to be having in 2022 and what we're doing about filling them, because our numbers are starting to run really low.
If someone's interested, what do they do?
Well, you guys, they tell you guys they're interested, and then you guys appoint them until we have our next vote, whenever that would be, I don't know. And they just keep getting appointed, like you, Elizabeth.
Well, I mean, do they have, I know I saw an ad in the paper and contacted Peter, so if someone's interested, should I have them contact Peter? That,
that would be fine. They can contact, yeah.
okay,
Okay, so we're gonna add that we're gonna talk about, maybe when we talk about the nominating committee, we can
Mhm.
talk about what Marty suggested. That makes sense?
okay.
Okay, any other, is there an adoption of the agenda?
I'll move that we adopt the agenda as amended. It's Marty.
Thank you, okay. Is there a motion to accept the December 16th minutes?
Well, wait, Peter, we haven't voted on the adoption of the agenda.
That's right. I'm sorry.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain, okay. Is there a motion to accept the December 16th minutes?
This is Marty. I also move, though I question whether we got enough bodies to do it.
Let's see.
We should, because I think
Wait.
Kristen was the only one that wasn't here last month.
Let's see.
No,
who-
it says she was. Oh, no, it says absent.
Yeah, she was absent. But I
But we
think,
don't have Val tonight.
no, but Peter, Diane, Marty, Deb, Elizabeth,
Okay,
right? Unless I'm
Right.
missing something.
Peter, me, Diane, Marty, Deb, Elizabeth, Connie and Connie were there, so. So who do we have today?
we're just missing Connie of those, I think.
Yeah,
We got 5. Okay,
okay.
we need a
Is it-
second.
I'll
All
second
in
it.
favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, abstentions, great, okay. Financial review. Is there a motion to pay the bills? For
This is
December.
Marty. I'll move to pay the bills for December 2021.
This is Elizabeth. I'll second.
Any discussion?
Can I just ask if there's anything unusual we're paying this month?
Just the workers' comp. No,
Okay,
yeah, workers' comp and disability. Mhm.
that's fine.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Abstentions, okay. Angela, your nickel, library director's report.
So all the furniture's been reupholstered and the friends spent $3,078 on that. So it looks pretty sharp. Now they're working on arranging 2 matching coffee tables. Cross your fingers they can get it done. They're also purchasing a plaque in honor of Pat Selwood that will be hung in the meeting room. And they donated $3,000 towards paying for the other half of the year for the hotspots, because we've used up that part of the budget. So that was really excellent. I ordered 8 new desktop computers and 3 new laptop computers through STLS, and the federal, oh, did I write it down? Recovery Act funds pays for half of those. So we're gonna have 8, 9, 10, 11 new computers for $4,679, not bad. So STLS is in charge of ordering them, and they maintain.
Can we hear you,
know,
Ann?
What? Oh, Hi,
This meeting is being
There she
recorded.
goes.
we're back. Sorry
Okay,
about that.
good.
What the heck? All right. Okay.
You back, Angela?
Yeah, I just gotta pull up the, well, I'll pull it up after my report.
Okay,
So STLS is gonna be in charge of, the maintenance on the computer for 3 years.
oh, boy.
So this is really a great thing that's gonna happen. And we can order other things that STLS isn't ordering to provide for us. So, and there's a list, and one of the things is a server, and our server's 11 years old, I think. I can't remember exactly, but I have SCT computers getting us quotes on different servers. And when they get them all, I'll go ahead and order it, because I have a deadline next month to get the orders in. They're also gonna order us a new projector. That's the one that's allowed, that projector's really old in there. I think that's the one that's 11 years old. We have an inventory that keeps track of how old everything is, so we switch them out to the oldest to the newest. So we're getting a new projector, a new server. I mean, this is the plan. a new loanable projector, and possibly a wireless. Did I write it down what it is? Wireless display unit, which is, the screen that things are up on when you go into a public place, news items or whatever. So we thought we'd replace the kiosk with that and put people's posters up there and whatnot. So if we got it, I don't know if we're gonna do that, but the Federal Recovery Act funds will cover half of the cost of all those things. And we haven't bought any new technology since Dave left. So that was 2 years, it's been 2 years. Last week, we distributed 450 COVID tests, and Sarah and I stood outside to do it for half the day. It was fun. And we've been distributing, I think we've distributed like 600 of the N96, I think it is, masks. So there, we've been doing that, and we're glad to do that for the health department. We have none of those right now, none of anything. So, and I don't know if we're getting new ones. And Brian arranged, STLS arranged for all the libraries to do that. The staff's been receiving training through our EAP employee assistance plan provider, family counseling of Finger Lakes. They've given us 2 training sessions for our staff on adverse childhood events and dealing with the COVID stress. I have been continuously advertising on our website for a new, board members. And this is some good news. The Sharpie wore off the sidewalk out front when Bill spread the salt. So, and coming up, I got the annual report, and I will put in the tax cap form whenever they say it's kosher to do so at the state level. And I guess that's all the excitement around here, I guess.
Any other questions from Angela? For Angela? Everything, people using the library well?
Yeah, as well as can be expected, I guess. It's quiet, but it's always quiet this time of year anyways.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. I mean, we got the after school kids with the tutoring sessions. Oh, and then just tomorrow, the director of WIC is going to stop by. They might want to move into our meeting space twice a month for the WIC clinic. So that would be really great if we can, if they decide they want to do it, we will have them. So
Could you tell me what WIC is again?
women, infants, and children nutrition and medical and everything.
Wow.
And they're kind of captive audience because they have to come in to get their WIC checks or the money added to the WIC card. I don't know how they do it now, but so if we could have them in here, boy, that would be fabulous. I wouldn't have any. I think Sarah's excited to hear it too. So it would be here 2 days a month.
Right,
If
as
that
long as they
happens,
don't exceed the occupancy of that room under our COVID guidelines.
Yeah, I think that won't be a problem, but I will make sure tomorrow when I talk to the director.
Right.
if that happens, is, you just said her name, Sarah.
Sarah,
Is Sarah planning to do some kind of a
outreach. Yeah.
reading for them or a story time-ish kind of thing?
We will come up with things for sure.
So I'm
So,
assuming they'll bring kids. That was always one of the things that I worked hard to do, was to bring in some of those
Right.
kids.
the groups. She's also, I think she's starting pod story time next month. One of our long time daycare providers retired, and she had an in-home, and she retired, and so that's going to change that up a bit, but she wants to start the pod story times again. So,
Okay.
Any other questions for Angela? Okay, standing committee reports. Finance Committee, any report?
no,
And me.
Okay, Policy Review Committee, you say the staff is starting to go over the,
general policy. Yeah. So
So
we're
that we-
gonna, there's some things that need to be cut out of it. And we're gonna look for any, little things that have changed, and if we need to add anything in the temporary COVID policy lines. So we're working on that, and it's gonna be in the spring, because right now I got Sarah and Alex working on updates to they write notes that they add to a document we have on the strategic plan, because that's mostly their projects. And they're doing that. And then when they're done doing that, I'm gonna assign different sections for them and Lauren, our customer service person, to look over to see if they're all in good shape. So I'll let you know. And also, they worked on a flex time policy that the personnel committee received.
Building Committee, any,
We didn't meet.
okay. Nominating Committee, we didn't meet, and we need to meet. I was wondering if there was an opportunity to kind of maybe schedule, while we're talking here, a time we can either get together on Zoom or get together at the library, or does anybody have any suggestions?
Peter, I would prefer not to go to the library for a meeting. I'd rather do it by Zoom. But right now, we are kind of backed up with medical appointments that are already on the calendar. Sorry. So when you pick a time, you can ask me, and if I can do it, we can do it.
Who else
Okay.
is on that committee?
Just Peter and
Well-
Diane, if you want to add somebody on there.
That'd be a good idea, but I don't know who would
Who
want
else
to.
wants to join? So there's Diane and me. And who else did you say?
Are you sure Connie's not on it?
Yeah,
No,
Connie.
it's just the two of you.
Okay,
doesn't
anybody
make
else, anybody else want to join?
Okay, Peter, when you get the time, you just send me an email and we'll see when we can do something.
I was gonna
Angela,
say,
you want to join us?
Sure.
Okay,
I can join if you need another body. I'm afraid my wealth of options for suggestions of people is probably limited, but I'm happy to help out if I need to, if you need. me.
okay. I'll try and set up something next week and a half or a week, couple of weeks. Does that work?
Okay,
Yeah, I do
Okay.
have a couple of volunteer forms right now, and they're both, maybe they'd be interested in being on the board.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah,
I think
so,
we
You know,
need-
I
did-
did a few months ago, reach out to two people, one young man and one young woman, and they're about 42 or 43. And they both have children, and neither of them are interested.
right.
So
Well,
while we're on
yeah.
this, I think we should look at what we've got, because we've got the opening we've had for months.
Yes,
Diane, you're not re-upping, and so we have an opening then for July.
yes.
I think one of the groups that we should address is the Friends. And then, well, why don't we talk about it when we get together?
Right, but I think you need to look at how many people are going to stay on and how many openings do we need?
Right.
Because it really becomes also an issue if we're not going to be able to do a 9-member board. And I know Kristen talked about this, was amending the bylaws again.
Okay.
My friend Crystal is interested, so
Oh, she
I'll
is?
talk to her. Yeah, so I'll talk to her again, and if she definitely is, in fact, I'm meeting her for coffee tomorrow. I'll give her Peter's number and she can follow through.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. I'll get this, we'll pull something together within the next couple of weeks. Any personnel committee? No, okay. Okay, old business. Outside trim painting and glass pane replacement update quotes.
Yes,
Angela.
I sent you guys, I sent the committee the quote that I have. And I also contacted Marbles and to bother them again. And they'll get back to me when they get back to me. So I'm like, they don't really want to work on it in the cold, but they will be replacing the window panes in the meeting room. And they will be giving us a quote on the rest of the windows. So that's where I'm at on that.
Oh, good.
It's a slow process.
Any
I
questions?
think that Marbles is always responsible. I think sometimes you just have to really encourage them,
Yeah,
because I think they're pretty busy.
yeah. He said, well, when it gets warmer, so I have it on my calendar. Remind them again.
Yeah, it's tough these days. There's a lot of people who do things, I mean, just, I've talked to a lot of people and, the availability of people who doing things like that is limited, especially if it's inside stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, thanks, Angela. New business, appoint new time part clerk. Do we need to appoint or is this just a discussion?
yeah. You guys have to appoint her, Jamie.
Is there-
When's her effective date of employment?
Go ahead, Marty.
When's her effective date of employment, Angela?
I'm looking it up here.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. what you were doing.
12/21/21.
Okay, so she's already there. All right, so I'll move to appoint Jamie Jensen as a part-time clerk.
This
Can I ask
is
a
Elizabeth,
question?
I'll second.
We did all the background things that we would normally do, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to ask the question because she's already there.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I do references and the application has to be approved by civil service.
Okay, is there any more discussion? Is there a motion to accept Jamie Jensen?
The motion's been made. You just need to take the vote.
That's what I meant. Is there a vote? All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Sexual harassment training, 2022, Angela.
So I sent you guys the acknowledgement form, if I remember correctly. I can resend it to remind you.
Okay,
And I just wanted to
When
remind
did you
you.
send that?
I don't remember getting that, and I don't remember
Me-
getting the thing about the open meetings law either.
About the what?
The open meetings.
Really?
law.
I'll resend that to you. Deb commented on the policy, so I know I sent it, whether you
The
got it.
policy I got.
Oh, you did? What was the one thing you didn't
I
remember?
didn't get the email about the open meetings, and I don't remember anything about
Okay.
the sexual harassment.
All
I
right,
think
so,
the form was an
okay.
attachment or a link or something. I think. I saw something about it in one of the emails, but
I'll resend you guys that.
okay.
For sure.
Anything else?
Yeah,
Anybody?
I had the question about, there's been this discussion about mandatory board training on
yes.
top of mandatory sexual harassment prevention training.
What, so that's what you read, that you had to do both?
Well, what's the story with this mandatory board training? I
What
thought there
I
was.
understand is it's just an hour a year or something. I can look it up again to make sure, but I think the sexual harassment counts. I try to forward you guys all the opportunities. I forwarded a newsletter from STLS actually just maybe today or yesterday. Or maybe Tuesday, but it had a bunch of training opportunities on
But
it.
Angela, this is my question. Are we now required to
Right.
do
I don't know.
mandatory
I'm gonna
board?
I can find that out.
Okay,
Okay. Because we've all done something. We just
right,
have,
but the mandatory sexual harassment training is state stuff. The library system was, the libraries, I mean, all employers in New York are mandated to do this sexual harassment prevention training. But then
okay,
the libraries were talking about requiring trustees to do trustee-related training.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it's a new minimum standard.
Right, so has that gone into effect?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay, maybe we should like know that.
I sent the different things. I'll resend them. And but
Okay.
I don't know if it's in addition to sexual harassment or if sexual harassment will just do the trick. That's what I'm saying.
Doubt sexual harassment prevention training is gonna do the trick.
And it
I'll
wouldn't
find
make
out.
any sense anyways. I mean,
Right, why
if you want
bother?
them to do it, you want them to do it. And it needs to be really clear. This email and the title of it needs to say sexual harassment training 2022. And the next one needs to say,
Okay,
yeah, because otherwise, I know myself, I get too many emails to
I
keep
know.
track.
I know what you mean.
And they stack them. If they're from you, then, there isn't 27 from you. There's a stack of 40 or 50 from you.
Right, and I think the nominating committee also, when they're talking to people about potentially serving on the board, needs to be pretty clear with people what the requirements are. Because it's showing up for a once a month meeting, currently via Zoom, but that will end when when and if the pandemic ever ends. It's serving on a committee, and then it's doing these mandatory trainings.
Yeah.
And
I hear you.
We
That's-
can update the board member job description.
And then I
put
think
that
we
training in.
should, so that people are pretty clear about what they're
Right.
committing to.
Right.
I
Okay,
know that when Chad Sheehan didn't last very long, I think he was surprised by what all was involved.
and we'd gone over stuff with him, but I think he was surprised. You're right. Any other discussion tonight about anything?
I move we adjourn.
I'll second the motion. It's Marty. So, and we should vote on that. Angela, I just wanted to talk for a sec afterwards about the flexible plan there.
okay.
All in favor that we adjourn?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Marty, you wanted to have some discussion?
No, I mean, it's just, I wanted to say a couple words to Angela, which we don't need to be recorded to do this.
Okay,
Ciao.
okay, so we're all done, and I'll get together with Deb, Angela, and